Is this red? Or is this just a shadow?
This one as a gift from a friend. I heard a lot of great things about this one, so.
Hi, hello. Look at this atrociously dirty mirror. I will clean it today, I swear, because I have to. First day back in Korea, essentially. First full day back. It is terribly cold. I miss California weather already. Just going to the post office, need to drop some stuff off. And yeah, clean up the house, do some reading. Need to update you, but we are reading The Pisces by Melissa Broder, gifted me by Modern Ajma. Thank you. Might do some reading at a cafe later, who knows? I got no work today, which is nice. Kind of enjoy, like when you get back from a trip, you leave like a few days for yourself to sort of just adjust. And I need that a lot because I woke up at 5 a.m. today. That weird like jet lag, twilight hour time. I don't know what it is. Yeah, hopefully I don't crash later. So much coffee and a book would probably be nice. Okay, let's go.
Valentine group. Valentine.
and Adam Sandler movies. I'm not like other girls.
We were originally gonna go to the soju tent in Jongno.
Spaces in Korea. She said undies. We need an action shot.
What goes on? This is the fit. Faithful Cost crossbody. Yes, we brought it from America. Now I have the black and brown in possession, but I just love this bag so much. Sunday hoodie. This trench that I'm sure you are sick of. And these new pants! These are the 51% tunnel jeans. I just love them so much. I think I'm gonna wear the heck out of them. Yeah. Anyway, I need to go outside and touch some grass or something, cause yeah. Probably gonna wear a hat, cause the hair is just not looking good these days. I don't know why. So I think I'm doing unreliable narrator today. Sunny's book truck. Let's go. Haven't seen this angle in a while. Let me just move this because I need to sit. We've got... This is a book haul. All these books that I brought with me from America to Korea. Let's get into it. But first off, let me take this off. Whew. Hi, hello. It's been a while since I've sat down and had a chat with y'all. I don't know how this is gonna be edited, but I know it's been kind of wonky. Let's see. I came back Sunday, and the day before, I spent it with some really good homegrown friends. What is the word I'm looking for? Childhood friends? High school friends, that's the word I'm looking for. High school friends. And had a cute little kickback, caught up with a bunch of people. Good grub, and then on my very last day, spent it with my best friend. I don't know how or when I'll upload, but we got a chance to do like 2-part, 80-minute talk about our top 10 favorite films of all time as of now. And thinking about it now, I regret my choices, but there it is. It'll change. Did the lighting change? Let me adjust this real quick. There we go. Okay. I have you on my tripod, but I haven't charged it, so the light might be wonky, and I apologize for that. But on our very last day together, we went to the Academy Museum, which I've been meaning to go to, but haven't yet, and but I did. And I missed the Studio Ghibli exhibit. Shame on me. But it was fantastic. Such a great space. Really combines a mixture of like people who know nothing about film, people who are film buffs, and just it's just like interwoven beautifully from like the Oscars, what it means, how it was curated, costumes. There's like a Godfather exhibit. Ooh, black cinema and like early black cinema. Like there was a genre of black films that were like meant for black audiences, and it was all like black cast, and it was just so incredible. I've never seen or heard of any of these films, and I kind of want to watch them. It's just so interesting. Yeah, after that, we went to Sawtell, Bruins. Where did we go? I don't know, but I forgot. I'll have the name down here, but it was good. And then went to the Hammer Museum, which I didn't know was free. Never been to the Hammer Museum. Finally went, and yeah, for the Didion exhibit, Joan Didion, and oh god, curated by Hilton Alls. Fabulous job. I need to get the catalog. It was $45. In my head, I was just like, I don't think I should do that, but I should have done it. I don't know why I didn't, but I should have, because the next day I spent like $40 on books. Don't ask me. Do I have them? Wait, I need to bring those over. Anyway, fantastic exhibit. I spent way too much time there, and god, now I'm in like a massive Didion mood, and I want to read all of the books that like I had no interest in reading, like Miami, Salvador, just like her more boring ones, I want to say. Just like they're dated. There's no real reason why you should read it unless you like her prose and like her enough and like history enough. Neither of which I really enjoy. Just her prose, but like history, you know? Anyway, yeah, I'm in a big Didion mood, and I want to read more of her stuff now. And then LAX, I spent some money on books because I was just like panic buying, and anyway, I'll also have book updates later, but I just want to get through this like massive book haul because yeah, it's just taking up space on my table, and I need that table. So like I need like these books packed away. Anyway, yes, let's talk about books. Oh, if you're new here, I'm Nathan. I read books because reading is sexy, and if you're not reading, you're not sexy. Someone had to tell you. Is this red? Or is this just a shadow? Okay, I've already talked about, I think, a majority of these books, but I'm just gonna like quickly run through them and tell you why I picked them up. I think that would be better, because I don't think I really did that. I think I did. But anyway, we're gonna do it again. Here we go. Real quick. Speedy. The Boy and the Dog. Seishu Hase. I literally got this because I found it on Bookstagram somewhere, and that cover, y'all. I don't normally do hardback, but if this comes out in paperback with the exact same edition, I'm gonna buy it. But come on, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. How can you not love that? I had to pick it up. I'm shallow. Okay, next picked up Cherry Wagon, Joseph Maddock. McNally Jackson's. This one I picked up because of its short form factor and its experimental form. It's prose, poetry, I'm not quite sure. Some of it's in cursive as well. I love books when they do interesting things and are shaped in different forms, so picked this up. Also from McNally Jackson's, Joanna Walsh, My Life as a Godard Movie. This is my second shot at Joanna Walsh. I'm giving her a second try. I read Girl Online, a user manual, which is not a user manual at all. And I like Godard, and I don't know if, I don't know. What am I saying? Giving Joanna Walsh a second shot. Really curious about this. Her writing about Godard's women and sort of like these essays through these films and what it means to be a woman. But the female identity explored through Godard films. Very curious, yes. From Skylight Books in LA. Olga Ravn's The Employees. Corporate sci-fi curious. Curious. And I love a tiny book. Okay, there we go. Atta by Jarett Kobek. Why did I pick this up? Let me read it for you. A man or his parents parents come to America. Hard work, toil in the obscurity amongst unknown wretches, great open land. The one who works hardest reaps eventual rewards, rises to prominence, achieves great things, makes himself a name. Ain't that the truest American story ever? A man becoming. Guess what? It's about one of the 9/11 terrorists. Shocking. Very shocking. Very curious about how this plays out. Ballsy. That's why I picked it up. Skylight Books. Chelsea Girls. Eileen Myles. Doing a buddy read with Ben and Sophie from Benjamin Journal and Bibliosophie. And yeah, I want to read more Eileen Myles. Well, I've not read any Eileen Myles, so this will be my first. Very excited. Chelsea Girls. We are icky about Franzen, but I wanted the paperback of this because it's giving like licorice pizza-ish. I don't know. I bought it in a licorice pizza mood, and I don't even know if it's set in the same 1971. I think so. Yeah, sounds about right. Not in the same place though. Chicago. Licorice Pizza is set in LA. But I don't know. Just a paperback with this cover just makes sense to me. So I got it. Oh, what's that bookstore called? It's the only bookstore at the LAX airport. Aftermath, Rachel Cusk. Renee from So I Read This Book had done a Cusk early this year, and I thought, you know what? I should do a Cusk. So Aftermath, it's about a divorce. Also, from the airport, I picked up Joan Didion's Where I Was From. I remember I saw an edition of this. The cover was hideous from Goodwill, $2. Should have gotten it and read it, so I didn't have to pick this one up. But I just love these editions from Vintage International. Their run of her books in these designs are just so, so good. I want to buy them all. I want to buy them all. Absolutely gorgeous. Minimalist. I love that. Picked this up mostly because most of the plaques during the exhibit were mostly from where I was from. So I had totally missed out on this when I was, you know, first introduced to Didion and like was reading a majority of her work. So yeah, I'm very excited to read this. I think this was from Amazon, used. Tropic of the Sea by Satoshi Kon. We know Satoshi Kon from Paprika, Millennium Actress, lots of good movies. But this is his manga. Like, he wrote and drew this, so yeah, wanted to read his manga. I've been meaning to read this for like a really long time. Also, just the cover is great. I just love the deep blue. Where did I get this? Abe Books? Abe Books? Yeah, After Tonight, Everything Will Be Different by Adam Gnade. I picked this up because my friend sent me a TikTok and he made the book sound really cool. So I picked this up. Also, I think it's about food writing. So very curious to read more food writing. And there's like words and images. We love that. Very interesting. I also love like this faux vintage cover it's giving. I had this here brought it to California thinking I'd read it there. I brought it back. The Mileage, a costly book. I don't know what I'm doing, but Near to the Wild Heart, this was, yes, she wrote this when she was 23. Clarice Lispector. If you don't know, Lispector stand here. She's my religion. I just feel like I need to read this year. 23 for 23. Yeah. My friend gifted me this at an In-N-Out at midnight. She's a Dillard stan. I'm a Dillard stan. I think I've read 2 Dillards. Pilgrim at, what is it called? Tinker at Pilgrim Creek, I think is what it's called. And I've read another Dillard, which I can't remember the name of. But yes, fantastic. It's about, I don't know what this is about, but she said it would really help me navigate my writing. So I'm very curious to read this. Yes. Okay, we're at 16 minutes and we still got a bunch of books to go through. Ooh, Enigma Variations by Andre Aciman, author of Call Me By Your Name. I've been meaning to read this. Another friend told me I should read this. Also, look at this pink gray. Gifted to me by Modern Ajima, Yena. Thank you. When we did our Bar in the Bookcase tag. Yes, so very excited to read this. She also gifted me A Certain Hunger by Chelsea Summers. Don't you just love that cover? Also a food book. Very, very excited to read that. And she also gifted me Days of Abandonment, Ferrante, and this will be my first Ferrante. So stoked. Yes. Where is this from? I think this was Amazon used. The Hole by Hiroko Oyamada. Used, but it's like so brand new. I love it. It's like $2. I heard this one was a weird one, so I picked it up. Also just The Hole. And this grassy cover is just brilliant. I don't know. Perfect. Joe Bernard. Ooh, oh, Sophie, what's the name of that bookstore? I know what it is. Joe Bernard. I Remember. The whole thing starts with I Remember. That's the whole book. That's why I picked it up. An entire book spun around the idea of I remember ... is really interesting. So, pick that up. Okay. We also have, ooh, yes, Don Lee's Yellow. Found out about this from Elaine Sue Chu, who wrote Disorientation, which I read last year. Collection of short stories. Also, gorgeous cover. I love that. I think it was eBay. The Body Artist, Don DeLillo from Half Priced Books in Fullerton. Benjamin Journal read this, so I decided to pick this up. Also, after seeing Baumbach's rendition of White Noise, I was like, I need to read more Don DeLillo. So we have that. Hurricane Season by Fernando Melchor. eBay, I think? Yeah, I enjoyed Paradise, and I am definitely curious about this, so going to read this. Bibliosophie. I think she's running through this at the moment, but John Keene's Punks, new and selected poems. Gorgeous cover, but we both have this. People buddy read poetry? Is that possible? I feel like that's so tough because it's like you have to analyze every single poem. Anyway, did that. I think I got this with Bibliosophie. Jane by Maggie Nelson. It was a Sunny's book club pick, and I just felt like I needed to read more Maggie Nelson, so we're doing this. And poetry, I believe. Yes, poetry. So, very excited to do that. This was eBay, I believe. Homesick for Another World, Otessa Moshfegh. I think I have 2 more Moshfeghs to read. It's this one and Eileen, and I'm done with her bibliography thus far. I got this because we are a Moshfegh stan. How to Write an Autobiography. I've just had this in my queue for a really long time. Alexander Chee, eBay, still in great condition. He interviewed Ocean Vuong, and I just felt like, yeah, I need to read this. just feels like a staple. Okay, and then, ooh, yes, The Importance of Being Iceland. Eileen Myles, Bibliosophie picked this up for me, and yes, we will do a buddy read of this eventually, but these are travel essays, I believe, in art. So, very excited to read that. And finally, last book, My Emily Dickinson, Poetry Through the History and Poetry of Emily Dickinson, gifted to me by Sophie, I think. Or did I buy it? With Sophie, we picked this up. Very excited to read this too. Ah, so much poetry, I'm so excited. And that's the haul. That's all the books. That's the thumbnail, I think. One of those stills. This whole week has been sort of just me adjusting back to reality here, which has been quite a struggle. Wednesday, I like took a nap at like 1 and then woke up at like midnight. And then Thursday, I don't know why, but I decided to go into the city, even though I was like unsure if I had like work or not. But I did, and then spent it with my very good friend hajin and my Goodreads friend. And then, yeah, it was just really nice. Went to some galleries. Today was my official first day back. Nobody misses me, which is great. Didn't have to say hi to anybody. I think it's so important that when you take a big trip like this, you need like 3 or 4 days or so to sort of just adjust to time, especially me having gone to the West Coast and then spent some time on the East Coast, went back to the West Coast, and then goes to Asia. So I have no concept of time. Time is not real. This week has been nice, and I've just been kind of chillin' because I need that right now. I was thinking of going out this weekend, but honestly, yeah, I'm gonna take this time to just like... No, I can't even start on this pile because I have like 3 Kindle reads that I need to get through definitely before March. It's because I have Esther Yi's YN, Your Name, which apparently is set in Korea, so I have to read that. And because it comes out in March, I think. So I need to, yeah, I just feel like I have to read it before. I got it as an ARC, so I feel like I have to read it before it gets released and like put out at least a written review of it or something, and then I'll talk about it. Same with Saving Time. I didn't realize how big that book is though. I'm only like 18% of the way through. And like something else. Oh, the new Emma Klein I have to read. Yeah. So I want to take some time to just do a bunch of reading before, you know, going back to work takes up most of my time, and then I'm like too tired to do anything. So now is a good time to be reading. I'll have book updates later because I kind of wanted this to be a separate thing. Also because I need to just move these off of a table. So, okay, enough babbling. Thanks for being here. If you've made it this far, I don't know how you made it through this probably horrendous video. It's been a while since I've sat in front of the camera to talk, I think. And yeah, thanks for being here. If you're still here, thanks for being here. Be well, do good work, keep in touch.